What if Naruto was a prodigy? I'm not the best at Naruto stories, and I haven't uploaded much on my Naruto channel, but I digress. So what I'm gonna need y'all dudes to help me with is, if y'all see this and y'all like it, basically just help me. Let's get this story going because this would potentially be my second channel. But enough of this. So how this is gonna happen, right? Simple put, when Naruto's about to be the tail beast, he's not gonna be the tail beast no more. That's not gonna happen. Alright. For simple reasons is what I truly do believe, and from some of the stuff I do remember from the story, he would probably be a lot more better off if he didn't have the Tachuriki. But we're not just gonna stop there with the change. Alright, so he's not gonna have a Tachuriki, so that means he's gonna be able to play with people, and also the third Hokage would do his job. I wish I could see my face right now, but I don't know if I'm gonna upload this as just me talking or as me with my gameplay. And if it is the gameplay, Boss DK23 at Twitch. Anyways, so third Hokage is gonna do his job and actually take care of the little nigga and shit, right? Sasuke is still gonna do this, and we're gonna have a minor change, but it won't heavily impact the story as malicious or as big body as I'm thinking it will as of right now. Naruto would basically do training, but he wouldn't just do regular training. He would also, like, at an early age, he would be getting a lot of books and stuff like this. On top of this, he's not just by himself at the time. If he wants to go play, he can. So we would say he lives near, like, the third Hokage. With this also being the case, Kirimara, I don't even know how to say this dude's name, bro. The fucking Naruto clone wannabe nigga, bro. The young little nigga, right? Same thing happens, right? And so what I'm gonna do, and what I'm gonna say happens, is I'm gonna say that he does learn the Shadow Code Jutsu, but the reason is because he still went in there and got it. It was just probably like, being young, I guess. And him just being like a devious soul. Now, with this being said, I'm going to let y'all comment this part down below because I'm not going to let this affect the story. He uses his shadow clone and he tries to learn other jutsus. And since he doesn't have the nine-tailed fox disrupting his chakra, and plus, on top of him training, it's even been shown in the anime and manga. Don't quote me on that last one. That, with little training, he's able to come far. Like, he was able to learn the Rasengan pretty fast, okay? So, tell me what other forbidden jutsus that he would learn that would possibly help him out. Because the Shadow Clone, I like the implication, and I'm not gonna lie. I got two abilities I love the best. Kaioken and the Shadow Clone. Imagine having those abilities together. So, he does this, and what he does with the Shadow Clones is he uses the Shadow Clones to amplify his training. Like, sometimes he's got to watch Kamararu. Fuck, almost had it. To watch that dude or whatever. And, like, sometimes he might have to watch or train with him while he's also doing his training. This is still while he's fairly young. And he's excelling at a lot of things because I think realistically, if Naruto actually got any type of love and affection and didn't feel like a complete piece of schnitz, he would actually not. I don't think Naruto's stupid by far, but I just think without any guidance in his early years, it just kind of made him oblivious. Okay? So with that being said, Naruto actually is going to do good when we get around to the school stuff. We also would have him, I guess, interact with Sasuke every now and then, and even try to talk to Sasuke after, his clan has been brutally murdered, okay? And Naruto's not an OP monster or anything, but he's fairly strong. So we would basically just kind of like skip most of like his younger years. We could even have him interact with Hinata. But it won't really matter because there's not really much more we need to talk about. So we can go ahead and get to like where we're talking about the Team 7 and stuff. We're gonna keep the teams the same. Unless I need to retcon something. But for the sake of simplicity, we'll just keep it the same. And instead of everyone hating on Naruto or, looking down on him, I think it would be more justified by saying that he's either admired or like kind of envious, almost like how everyone looks at Sasuke, or it would be something around that line due to the fact that he gets training and he's technically an adopted son of the third Hokage. I think people would like, put a little more respect on your boy's name, if you know what I'm saying, right? And so I think people will be like, yeah, we fucked with this dude. He a cool dude. And at bare minimum, it would just people not be hating him. So the fucking Sasuke Naruto kiss won't happen because there's no reason for it. And Sasuke is like, oh, that's the kid that, basically Sasuke would be like, yeah, he's strong. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All the teams happen. And now let's get into the joint training, right? Now, let's take into fact how strong Naruto is right now, or approximately how strong he is. Once again, we will talk about like his other forbidden jutsus depending if this video gets views or not, or how many. But during the training of Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, they all form a plan. And instead of people, Sakura, instead of Sakura being like, Sasuke, Naruto would say, no, okay, that's enough. Look, if we're in a real mission and you're just Googling over Sasuke like this isn't going to be effective at all. Like, Naruto comes in with, like, I'm not going to say he's like a Shikamaru analytical mind, but he's not dumb, okay? He's like, look, bro, if we out on a battlefield and you send the Google Gaga over Sasuke's every fucking twitch of a fucking finger, we're going to have a problem. Like, we're not going to be able to complete mission. So you're going to need to calm that down. And Sakura's like, who do you think you're talking to? Naruto flares up some of his chakra, releasing a little pressure. I'm talking to you. We are trying to train to be Jonins, all right? But I guess we'll have a flashback since I forgot to introduce that first bit. So everybody, states their goals. And Sasuke says the same thing he says. And Sakura says the same bullshit he says in canon, right? And we'll talk about Naruto, and I don't know what Naruto's goals and beliefs would be, but since he was told about Minato, and since, he was like, told about how good of a Hokage he was and how strong he was, and the third is a Hokage, let's just say your boy wants to become a Hokage too, but for more of different reasons. He wants to be able to protect people, and he wants to be able to lead the village in a better way due to how much war, because we also say that he read a lot about, the past shinobis and how, like, a lot of war and stuff like that has taken place. So this way, he doesn't want just to be in knowledge, because he already's been in knowledge before, but he wants to protect people. He sees the village as like a family, like his second family besides like his main one, or something to that effect. Now with the flashback over, Sasuke realizes that this dude is not playing these games. And even he's like, look, we're in a mission. We in a life or death situation. I can't protect y'all, even if I am stronger than Sasuke over here. Or I might be, like, he's not saying it in an arrogant sense. He's saying even if I am stronger than the dude, it doesn't matter. Like, the end result is we all need to work as a cohesive team. And then, the bell test, starts as per usual. And then Sasuke is like, all right, then what's your plan? He's like, all right, what jutsus can y'all guys do? And then with everything being set forth, the plan begins. Kakashi, got his book. He like, man, ooh, yeah, I like this. Ooh, I can't believe they doing this. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, they all pull up on this nigga bumper. Yeah, gang, Susuwu. And then, the fight begins. They start throwing some mean hands. Good hands. Naruto trying to go in. He not doing nothing too fancy. He pulling out some shurikens and just throwing them. Sasuke's over there. Then Sasuke's like, step back, I got this one. Naruto and Sakura step back and let Sasuke fight this dude for a little bit. Beat, good hands. Basically, that same little combo that happened in canon does happen. And with that being said, just without the fireball. And then Sasuke starts doing some hand signs, but before he do it, Kakashi basically blitzes him and, like, pins him down to the ground and, like, takes him out of commission. Now, something similar would happen to Sakura. She would get blitzed, and Naruto would get blitzed. And he's like, y'all tried, y'all did very good, but that's not gonna... And then out of the distance, all you hear is wind style, wind release, tornado, or I don't know what it would be called. But basically, the fireball, but just wind instead of that. So, the wind ball, fuck. So Kakashi's like, wait, what? Boom! A big gush of wind comes in. Kakashi's laughing like, okay, I can't believe I know he's an Uzumaki, but I didn't know, I didn't know he had this much chakra reserve or something to that effect, right? And he's like, I don't know what he thinks a little wind's gonna do. And then Kakashi realizes when he hears fireball jutsu. He's like, oh no. But before he could go anywhere, while he's distracted with this, Sakura goes in and tries to grab a bell, but she doesn't make it in time. And then he sees Naruto right above him, about to hit him like straight. Basically, Sakura gets him to jump. Naruto hits him back down, and then they both grab him. And then the fireball, consumes them all with this wind tornado combination. And then Kakashi's like, damn, all right, that tickled a little bit. He's like, you know what? I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. All right. He puts the book away. Okay, I don't know how it's not burned, but all right. And he's like, y'all put some poof. Basically, he's like, damn, substitution? No, that was more like a shadow clone. Who? He's thinking like, which one of them would know shadow clone? That's it, Rick. Kind of like for dramatic effect. And then while all of this is happening, Sakura finished all her preparations. And then you start seeing blossoms or the sakura plant. There's a plant like with purple leaves or whatever. And then she tries her hardest because Naruto gave her a quick rundown. And since she's known for having extreme genjutsu powers or having the potential, we'll just say she does like a light level genjutsu. It doesn't hold Kakashi for long, but once he realizes like he's sinking in the mud, and he's like, wait, what's going on? He's like, wait a minute, this is a genjutsu. Release. The second he releases, Sasuke goes in for a kick, knocking Kakashi down to the ground. Goes for a belt. Kakashi says, that's cute, grabs him and basically, buries him underground. And he's like, well, how long was I in that genjutsu? And then Sakura goes in using, she throws the shurikens and does like the multi-shadow clone shuriken move. Well, also, Naruto's coming in from the backside doing the exact same thing, but a lot more of those. And then Kakashi basically pulls out a kunai. He blitzes over to Sakura trying to, take care of her. But Sakura just stops. She's like, all right, we did it. And then they're like, did what? And then the second this happens, Naruto is behind them. You see a whole bunch of clones, and Kakashi's like, wait, what the fuck? He's like, how many clones are these? While Naruto literally is using all the clones. It's not a Rin Rasengan, or that new Rasengan he made in Shippuden, alright, fools? It's not like that, but basically what he did, right, was he got all the other clones to make a whole bunch of, compressed air, and then it's like a mini spear bomb without being like a mini spear bomb, but he's holding it with one hand, and he shaped it into a form of a shuriken. He's like, I've been working on this technique. Whoosh. A gust, a mean little breeze or a good gust of wind appears, right? And then he's like, all right, time to see if this is gonna do something. He cocks his arm back, and then he's like, all right, here we go, move out, boys. And all his clones start charging, right? And then one of the clones, for immediate effect, helps helps Sasuke out of the rubble, while two other of these clones get Sakura out of the way. So with all these clones running, the a slew of these dudes are picking up Naruto and running with them. So basically, after all of this said and done, Kakashi got to fight some of these clones. He's like, oh, these are clones. This is about to be easy. So he just start beating on these niggas, right? Stupid, weak, easy. He's like, yeah, I'm a smooth dude. And he's like, and the other clones started propelling Naruto upward, almost kind of like the I'm trying to think, when Naruto and Sasuke fought back the first time in part 1, you know how the clones were circling around with them? It's kind of like that, but instead of that, they jump. Then the clone on the bottom pushes the other ones up, and it keeps getting up higher and higher. And then with this being said, Naruto screams, "Now, everyone!" And then with that being said, Sakura throws a like oil or like a kunai with oil. Let's just say Naruto has it for, you know, sake of plot. And then Sasuke, kind of low on the chakra reserve, not major, but he's a little low. So he does it again. He's like, all right, here we go. Fireball jutsu, and he roars. But I'm gonna say it roars and hits the oil as it's going up, so it's almost like he got it aimed. And Naruto's like, all right, here we go. He cocks his arm back so it hits his arm. So now he has like this flame like base shuriken out of wind kind of like thing. He looks over at Kakashi and is like, there's no escape. And then Kakashi's like, oh no, what am I gonna do? Or, you know, something to that effect. And then what happens is the last clone turns Naruto, like it's Naruto's feet is on the clone. But what happens is the clone turns around and swings Naruto in a completely another direction, right? And everyone's like, wait, what? And Kakashi's like, oh no. And then Kakashi, that was hiding basically in an area, Naruto's right there with, you know, two clones pulling up behind him saying, as we said, there's no escape. New technique, combination move, flame, demon wind shuriken or something to that effect. And then, poof, boom, big explosion. A big gust of air, like most of the trees are gone, and then like, you know, a light little explosion. And then that's where we would leave this part off. I hope y'all liked it. Yeah. And if y'all got any Naruto what ifs, suggest them down below. And do give me some details to work with, because I'm not really too good with the Naruto stories yet. Because I don't really know. I know the Naruto story, but I don't really know how to play with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't make a joke. Catch y'all niggas later.